Hi guys! So it's been a while since I posted. I'm sorry, I'm kind of like half professional, half not today. Today's laundry day. I don't know if you can hear my washer going, and if you can, I'm sorry. It's also a day where I'm trying out a new foundation and I look like a freaking ghost because holy crap, I need more like color. I you do your makeup in the like bathroom and the lighting is different, and then you come out and you're walking around and you're like, it's okay. And then you do this and you're like, I look like a ghost. So I apologize. Honestly, like it matches. That's the problem. Because I'm pale as heck. But usually my face is a little redder than the rest of my body, just naturally. So, anyway, I am on here for kind of a mixed kind of all over the place video, but it is mostly going to be about essential oils, about what my experience has been like so far. Because I did go out and I got a diffuser and I did get oils. However, what I got, and just don't even judge for a second, okay? Because with my budget, there's no way that I can get those like high end ones right now. What we decided, Danny and I decided, is to go and get these like $2 bottles from Walmart, try them out. Try and see what we like about the scents. See if it's too much for us to have something like that in our room, in our home. Like, just try them out. And then if later on, like once I'm making good money and I want to try something a little bit more high end, then sure, we'll do that. But right now, we just need something to help us sleep that'll help with, what's going on right now. And I don't need to be spending $30 a bottle on something that, at the time we weren't sure if it would even help us or not. So, I'm going to do a little review on the diffuser that I'm using, the oils that I'm using, and something else that we also picked up while we were at Walmart that was like cheap, and we were like, it's better than using candles. So, just a second, I'm going to grab. So my diffuser, I got this on Amazon. It is the InnoGear diffuser. It's got cords and stuff. It's got like a little cord that goes into like here and all that, but it's in the room. I didn't feel the need to bring all that out. And it has a little, this is where all the diffusion is, and basically it just snaps open and close, and then you fill it up, and there's a little like fill line here, and then when you drain everything, it has a drain side because the other side is where the like everything comes out of, the air comes out of, so you don't want obviously to be pouring it into that area. And then there's also like wires and stuff, if you can see, like if you can see into it, like there are some wires right there, and you obviously don't want the water to go into there and then cause shortage and stuff. So I really like this one because the thing is, this one lights up. It does have the lights and everything, but it has like this button is the light button, and if you push it like a bajillion times, it goes through the lights, and you can either have it going through different colored lights, which is like the first setting on it, or you can stop it at a certain color, or the last, like once you keep pushing it, it'll turn off, like the light will turn off, which is really good for us because we don't like lights in our bedroom at night because we like it to be pitch dark, which is the best thing for you, honestly. If you're somebody who's like, literally, I spent my whole teenage years afraid of the dark, okay? I refused to let anybody turn any lights off around me. So if you're somebody who's still afraid of the dark, no shame whatsoever. I understand. But for us right now, we like it pitch black in our room. Like, I don't even let any light into the room whatsoever. Like, I close the blinds. I like seal the blinds shut. And so the only complaint that I have about this, only one right now, is and I've had this for, let's see, today's the 25th. I bought it like the 15th. It came like the 17th. So like 2 weeks almost, maybe almost 2 weeks. I've had it for like 10-ish days almost. So yeah, not like 2 weeks. But my only complaint is mist, okay, so the mist is either like a continuous, or it can do every 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. So I like the 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, but there is a light associated with that. And the light for the continuous one is red, and the light for the 30-second interval is green. The green is too bright for me at night, even though it really shouldn't be that bright. And honestly, Danny's like, you can sleep with the light on going to bed, but you know, that bothers you? Yeah, it does. It bothers me because I know it's on, and that's, I don't know why, just my brain doesn't like it. So I do have to put it on the continuous, which is red, which is a lot dimmer. But I mean, it's not bad. I do like that it's continuously diffusing throughout my room, but it can be a little much. So we're kind of trying to figure out what is the right consistency with the oils and all that, so that when it is on that continuous mist, it's not too overpowering in our room. But I think we've kind of got it down to a science, although Danny puts like a crap ton in here. And I'll explain that why in a minute. But overall, I really do like this diffuser. It's really great, and I've had no problems with it otherwise. It's just the light thing. I'm just trying to get used to it. Really, that's all it is. You just have to get used to it. So that is the diffuser. I'm obsessed with it. And then, so the oils that I got at Walmart, these are called essential oils for aromatherapy. They look like this. I have peppermint, Lang Lang, I think it's called. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, if you can see that. Lavender and eucalyptus. So, trying to gather my thoughts of what I want to say about this, but I do like these. I love, you know, how they smell in the room. We do a combination of them. Sometimes we put all of them together, and it's a little bit overpowering. The most overpowering one is the lavender we've found. Sometimes Danny won't add that, and I'm like, I got lavender to sleep. That is, like, if you use essential oils for sleep, lavender's like the essential one of anything you use. And I was like, I literally got this to sleep, and you're not adding this, but whatever. Sometimes he really does add all of them, though, and it makes it interesting. I don't know why my eyes are watering, sorry. Makes a really interesting smell. So the eucalyptus has been my savior, and I will explain that in a minute too. It's just great for a lot of things. The Lang Lang, honestly, I feel like it's just an additive to everything. I really haven't like seen a difference. It's called balancing. It's for it's like equilibrium. It's just kind of for balance and calm and all of that. And then peppermint is very relaxing. I've enjoyed having the peppermint. So here are my two little things about these oils. Well, a few things, but okay, so the reason why Danny puts a lot in there, these don't mix well with water. They're not like water soluble. So the thing is, like, you kind of have to put a little bit more. You know how like with the higher end stuff, it doesn't take a lot because they're very strong. And so 1 or 2 drops or 2 or 3 drops or whatever they say is essential, because too much can be too overpowering. But with these, because they're not that strong, because they're not that high end, I guess, and they don't really mix well with the water, I mean, we just kind of add more to it. And honestly, like, I bought this a week ago, and we're still, I mean, we're only there. We're about halfway through this bottle, and we've been using it every single night for over a week now. So I'm not really too worried, because these were like $2 at Walmart. So I really do like that. So I'll talk about like peppermint and eucalyptus, because those two are ones that I've liked and I've also had an issue with in another way. So the eucalyptus, about a week ago, it was about a week ago, we know it was last Wednesday, so it's coming up on a week. We went to a friend's house down by where we used to live, and this friend has a dog that I'm totally used to. He's great. He's a Doberman. He's got short hair. For a while, when I first met them and when I first met Max, he, like, it would cause my nose to get stuffy. I got like a small allergic reaction every time I'd be around him, but then I got used to him and everything was good. I know that I am allergic to dogs. That is something that I have been aware of for a while, and all I've ever really gotten is like really major congestion and like shortness of breath. But that's normal for me, and I deal with it. I have an inhaler. I have nose spray. I know how to handle it. So we go to our friend's house. I walk in the door, and there is Max and another dog that I had not met before. I didn't even know was going to be there. She was the cutest thing, but she was bigger, and I don't know what kind of dog she was, but she had longer hair, and as soon as I stepped through the door, she jumped on me, put her arms up on me, and I'm only 5'1", okay, I'm not very big, and licked me across the face. And I was like, crap, we're in big trouble right now, because I knew the minute that happened that something was gonna go wrong, and I was right. So I sat down on the couch. She was very much like wanting attention. She was young. She was maybe over a year old, not older than, a year and a half or so. And so she was really wanting our attention. She was in our laps. Danny was trying to push her away. I was trying to push her away a little bit. Like, she was cute and sweet, but I knew what was happening to me. And my right eye started to get very itchy. And I started to have a lot of issues, just all of a sudden, just rubbing my eye. And Danny caught on to it, but like, he was just trying to hang out with the guys, and I mean, I was trying to just be present and be polite and just kind of stay there, but I could not handle it. And you know that I'm not okay when I am silent. Like, I am usually not like the biggest social butterfly ever. Like, I really am chill and I'm very shy, but I was silent. Like, I didn't say anything to anybody. I just sat there, and that is not like me to just sit there, especially when it's around people who I have met before. I'm not like unfamiliar with, except for the guy who had the dog that I had never met before. But anyway, I excused myself after like 10 minutes of being there. I was very uncomfortable. My nose was starting to just run. And I should have grabbed, something on my way out, like a tissue or like something like that, but I just didn't. I just needed to get out. And I excused myself and walked to my car, got in my car, looked at my eye, and my eye, I'm not going to post these pictures, but I really should. Because I sent pictures of this to my friend as this whole process was happening. I sent her pictures. And my eye was very red, and it was starting to swell. And I was like, oh my freaking God. I was freaking out. And I was like, all right, we're going to chill. We're in the air. We're away from the dog. It's okay. Like, my nose was just running. And then I started to get an itch in the back of my throat. And I was like, this is not happening to me right now. I'm so mad. And I texted Danny. I just said, hey, I'm having an allergic reaction, just letting you know. Like, I felt really bad because we had driven all the way down to see our friend, like a half-hour drive or so. And then this happens, and I really need to be going home, possibly going to the hospital. But I sat for about 20 minutes just to see, but it was just getting worse and worse and worse. And I finally had to call Danny and be like, look, we need to leave. I'm sorry. Like, I felt really, really bad. But I was like, I am having a severe reaction to this dog. By that time, my eye was starting to shut, like swelling shut on me, and I am not even, exaggerating here when I say that. I really, like, it was bad. And Danny didn't really believe me either until he got in the car. And he got in the car and he looked at my eye and he was like, oh, holy, oh. Like, I was like, yeah, like, let's go. And he was like, do you need to go to the hospital? Like, what do we need to do? And I was like, no, just go home. Just please, I need to go home. I need to take Benadryl. I need to get, like, I should have gone to the ER, guys. Like, I really should have. But I actually didn't even make it, like a mile before I told him, like, I need Benadryl. We need to stop at Wawa and get a Benadryl now. And so he did. He was very sweet about all of this. Like, he was so helpful and stopped and got me Benadryl, and, you know, I was able to take it. So when I got home, I was like, eucalyptus. I need eucalyptus, and actually I need it right now, obviously, because everything is congested. But seriously, eucalyptus is the coolest thing. Even as cruddy of quality as my stuff might be, honestly, that saved me with my congestion. I got home, I loaded up the diffuser with eucalyptus oil, and I sat there in it. I had my nebulizer treatment going because I couldn't breathe. I literally felt like my throat was closing on me. And I mean, seriously, this stuff saved my butt. Seriously. And so I took the Benadryl. I took 2, actually. I took a couple doses. And I just sat. And around 11 o'clock, I sent my friend another picture, and my eye was swollen shut. And Danny was very worried, but I was like, it's going to be okay. Like, I was the one who was like, just let me go to sleep. Hopefully the Benadryl will help everything. And so I slept with the eucalyptus in my face and the Benadryl in my system and everything. So I woke up the next day, and it had cleared up a lot. Like, probably about 90% of it was clear. But my eye was still slightly swollen to the point where I was like, I can't go to school looking like this. Like, I think something is still really sitting there. And so I went to urgent care, and they said that it looked like there was more than just, you know, dog dander or whatever in my eye. They really said that it looked like there was a lot of bacteria going on. And so they put me on a steroid. They put me on prednisone, and they put me on steroid drops for my eye. They even gave me antibiotic drops to fill if I need it. But she was like, yeah, no, that she was shocked. They even had to run a pink eye test just because it was that bad. But obviously that came back negative. I was sitting there going, why do I need a pink eye test? I don't have pink eye. I promise you this is not freaking pink eye. But whatever. And yeah, so that's what happened. And I mean, I took the first dose of this stuff, and it was good. Like, it was totally good. I'm still on the prednisone, obviously, and I'm still, like, finishing up all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, that was... But the eucalyptus seriously was like my biggest savior for my congestion that night that all of this happened. And then I want to talk about peppermint, because peppermint and eucalyptus, when it comes to cats, I need some advice. If y'all are still watching this 20 minutes in, and if you are, thank you. But my cats, you know, I have 3 of them. And we got these oils, and I had done my research on what I wanted and all of that. What I didn't take into account was how certain oils affect animals in your home. And this is something you have to be very careful about. And I read that eucalyptus and peppermint in particular are ones that you should not be diffusing in the home or using topically or anything like that. And I was like, ugh. So I did talk to a few friends at school, like asking everybody's opinion about it. And people did say, as long as they don't literally ingest it, they'll be okay. Oh, you know, you really should be careful about that. Like I had like everybody's different opinions on it. Um, what I came to the conclusion of is I'm still using it, but what I'm doing is our apartment doesn't really get very much circulation. So they sleep out here in the living room at night, and we shut the door and we're in our room. So what I do is once we get into the room for the night, we put the diffuser on and we put the oils in. And the cats are not in the room, they're not around it, and it does not seep into the rest of the apartment. It really doesn't. It's like there's this wall once you hit our bedroom. So that's what's been really, really helping. But there are my friends who are like, they'll be okay as long as it's not like in their face and they're ingesting this stuff. So, if anybody has any tips on that, let me know. The girls are over a year old, and yeah, just any tips about that. But overall, I really, really do like the diffuser and the oils that I chose. Now, the second one, and then I'm done with this, I promise. The second one I have, and this is something I gotta be very careful about. Oh my god, okay, hang on. Oh crap. This is the other, and it's a candle diffuser. It is one where you put the oils in the top, and then you put a tea candle under. That one is awesome, and I literally have stuff all over me. Oh well, I will clean myself up in a minute. I'm not too worried about these topically. I'll be fine. So these, I am using these little bottles from Walmart. Again, they were like $2-3. This one's Peacherine Passion Fruit. Let's see, I've got mango, palmwood, apple cinnamon. Sorry, I just got shocked or like scared by something. And then this one's our favorite, the sugar spice. It's super, super sweet. So those are the ones that I put, and you just put it in the top of the diffuser. You put the tea candle in, and you just heat it. And it's really nice, and we really like it more than even candles in our apartment now. I do have to be careful, obviously, about like the cats being around it, because the oil does just sit there like that, and they could like try to ingest it and stuff. But they honestly have not really taken any notice to it. They don't really care. They don't really get up on these tables as much. They can, they do, but not as much. And so I'm not as worried about it. There is a lot of crap on that table that is there, so I don't really worry too much. But I do really like that one. So check that out, because honestly, that's so much cheaper than candles, and it works just as well. So that is going to be it, because it's 23 minutes, and if y'all are still listening to me, I love you. But I just wanted to give a little update on things, let you know about what I've been doing, and I graduate on August 13th. It originally was the 12th, but because of that day I missed with the allergic reaction stuff, it just got pushed a day. So August 13th, I will be done with school. I am so excited about it. Don't know what I'm going to be doing about work afterward, but you know what? We're going to figure that out. I am I'm looking at different salons. I'm looking at any kind of opportunity right now that I can find. So I will let y'all go, and I will talk to you soon. Let me know if you have any questions about anything I talked about, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.